Hello, good afternoon. Hi, Carlos.
Hi,
Hi. Hi, Cynthia.
Hi, teacher.
Good afternoon, guys. How are you? All right, guys. Today is all about grammar. So we're going to review Unit 1 to Unit 12, and we're going to take a look at all of the points that we've seen so far, okay? So let's begin. Hi, Brian.
hi teacher.
Hi. All right, let's begin, guys. So we have a lot to do. Tenemos mucho que vamos a ver hoy. Entonces, por favor, si en algún momento voy muy rápido o no entienden algo en particular, por favor, avísenme para poder explicarles con un poquito más detalles, okay? So let's begin. Here we have the first one. So we are going to talk about I am, you are, the simple verb to be. So let's begin here. Let's begin with, we'll start here. Cynthia, can you read? Are you?
Are you a teacher?
Very good. And then the answer, no, I'm not. I'm a student. Go ahead and repeat, Cynthia.
No, I am not. I am a student.
Excellent. Let's go with number two. Number two. Carlos, can you read number two? I am.
I'm I in room 2.
Very good. Sorry. Am I in room two? And then we continue. Let's continue here, Carlos. No.
No, you're not. You're in room 1.
Excellent, Carlos. Very good. What about Micaela? Hello, Micaela.
Hi.
Hi, Micaela. Can you read number three for me?
Yes. Are you from Peru?
And then it continues. Yes.
Yes, I am. I am from Cusco.
Excellent. And then finally, we have the last one. What about David? Hi, David. Hello,
Hi,
Mr.
teacher.
Hi. Can you read this last point? Oh, you're not?
Oh, you're not from Lima.
Excellent. All right, guys. So remember, when we use the verb to be with you, it's always are. Are you are. Okay? So please remember the use. Are you a teacher? No, I am not. Am I in room two? No, you are not. Are you from Peru? Yes, I am. I'm from Cusco. Oh, you're not from Lima? Because now we're going to complete the next activity. Let's take a look. Here we have the same exact conversation. So let's see, how can we complete number one here? What do you think, Mr. Brian? How can we complete number one?
Are you teacher?
Excellent. Are you a teacher? And then what would be the answer? What about, let's see, hi, Floor.
No, I am not. I student.
Okay, excellent, Brian. Very good. So let's see, no, I am not. Period. I am a student. Let's change that color. That's not a nice color. Let's go orange. Okay, excellent, Brian. So let's go with the next one. Number two. Let's go with number two. What about Floor? Floor, can you complete number two?
I in room 2. No, you're, a ver, no, you're not. Ay, perdón.
Yes, that's okay. You're not.
You're not, you're not, you, you. Oye, ahí sí me equivoqué. A ver,
No, you're perfect. So we repeat the verb to be. You are.
a
Right?
ver. Ay, you are.
Excellent. Floor,
Ay.
let's repeat. That's okay. Let's repeat, Floor. No, you're
Mm,
not. You are in room 1.
No, you're not. You are in room 1.
Excellent, Floor. Very good. What about number 3? How can we complete number 3? What about Diana? Hi, Diana.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good.
Great. Diana, how can we complete number 3?
Are you from Peru?
Perfect. And then,
Yes, I am.
perfect. Yes, I am.
I'm from
Cusco.
Cusco.
Very good. And then we have one more. What about this one? Cynthia, how can we complete the last one?
Oh, you are not from Lima. Creo que era así.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
You are not from Lima? Excellent, Cynthia. So guys, remember, the pronoun I is always with am. The pronoun you is always with are. For the simple present, when you want to say something negative, we use not. I am not, you are not. Okay? All right. So, para los que se acaban de conectar, hoy vamos a repasar toda la gramática. Entonces vamos a movernos un poquito más rápido. Pero si en algún momento tienen alguna duda o pregunta, por favor avísenme para poder explicar un poquito más, ¿ok? So we're going to erase and we are going to continue. Here we have the next one. So the next one is and are in statements and yes and no questions. So let's take a look at the instructions. Let's take a look here. Carlos, let's read the instructions. Complete.
Are
Let's,
Ana
re
and Julio.
let's read the instructions
Ah.
first. Complete the questions.
Complete the questions and answers.
And answers. Very good. Remember that the W is not pronounced answers. Answers. Awesome, Carlos. And then it says, use words from the box.
Use words from the box.
Excellent. So here is our vocabulary. He, she, they, is, are, not. Now we can complete, Carlos. So now let's complete number 1. How can we complete number 1?
Are Ana and Julio your parents?
Awesome. Very good. There we go. Are Anna and Julio your parents? Perfect. Very good. Let's go with the answer. What about the answer? David, how can we answer this here? No.
No, they are not.
Awesome, David. Very good. No, they are not. And then if we had to continue, David, how can we continue here? My grandparents.
There are my grandparents.
Excellent. They are my grandparents. Absolutely, David. Excellent. What about the next one? Let's look at the next one. Flor, how can we complete this one here, Flor?
Are you parents Felipe y Carla?
Excellent. Very good. And then the answer, what about the answer, Flor? Yes,
Yes, yes, I am.
yes, they, because it's two, Felipe and Carla.
Yeah, yes, they are.
Excellent. Yes, they are. Awesome. What about the next one? The next one is this. Diana, how can we ask this question?
Is Mia your cousin?
Absolutely. Is Mia your cousin? And then what about the answer, Diana?
No, she's not.
No, she's not. Absolutely. And then we have to continue.
No. She is my aunt.
Excellent. She's my aunt, right? She's my aunt. Perfect. What about Cynthia? Cynthia, what about this one here?
Are your brother 23?
So we
Or
have
is
is.
your
Very good.
brother 23?
Excellent. And the answer? What's the answer, Cynthia? Yes?
Yes, he's.
Yes, he is. Absolutely. All right, guys. So for questions, remember for yes and no questions, are you, is she, maybe am I, right? So for all of the questions, we can begin with the verb to be. So make sure that you guys are familiar with yes and no questions with verb to be, okay? Is this clear? ¿Alguna duda, pregunta? Everyone's okay? All right. Let's erase and we can continue. We'll get to the next part. The next part is prepositions. Prepositions of place. Let's read the instructions here. Brian, can you read the instructions? Read the sentences.
Read the sentences about the photo. Choose the correct words.
Very good. So here we have our photo of Tony, Claudia, Aniko, Zach, and Flora. And now we have to choose the correct preposition. What do you think, Brian? Let's go with number one. How can we complete number one?
Aniko is between Claudia and Zach.
Excellent. Very good. Between. What about number two? Flor, how can we complete number two?
Tony is in on the left.
Tony is on the left. Absolutely. The expression is always on the left, on the right. Very good. What about number three, Mr. David?
Claudia is next to Tony.
Absolutely. We have Claudia, we have Tony next to. Excellent, Mr. David. What about number four? How can we complete number four, Diana?
We are in Chicago.
We are in Chicago. Excellent. We are in Chicago. It's, oh, Mr. John Carlos. I'm sorry. I was calling you Carlos. It's John Carlos. We are in Chicago. Mr. John, do you prefer John or John Carlos?
Giancarlos.
John Carlos. John Carlos, number five. How can we complete number five?
Flora isn't next to me.
Excellent. Remember, we have the subject pronoun, I, and we have the object pronoun, he talks to me. So subject, object, prepositions of place. What about if I ask you guys, what is next to your desk? What is next to your desk, John Carlos? Maybe a chair is next to my desk. What's next to your chair, Giancarlo? Do you have something next to your chair?
A chair is next to my desk.
Okay. What about if I ask Micaela? Micaela, what's next to your desk? What's next to your desk, Micaela?
Significa que tengo en mi escritorio.
Al lado
Atrás.
de tu escritorio.
I have computer.
Excellent, very good. So you could say, también podemos utilizar there. Creo que ustedes utilizaron there. There is a computer next to my desk. Excellent. All right, guys. So please remember prepositions of place. Between, on, next to, in, at, and this is not a preposition. Any questions? Is that okay? All righty. Let's continue. So we can erase and we can go to the next one. So here we have possessives. So let's go with possessives. Possessive adjectives, apostrophe S and S apostrophe. Here we have the instructions. Oops. Let's go with the instructions here. Brian, can you read the instructions? Complete the text.
Complete the text with the positive forms in the box. Use each from only once.
Only once.
Only once.
Excellent. So here we have her, his, its, our, their, apostrophe S, S apostrophe, and S apostrophe. I think this is incorrect, guys, but we're going to check. Let's begin here with number 1. Remember, this is, oops. Remember, this is possessive, guys. So something possessive is, for example, this is his computer. This is Alex's computer, right? So we have the possessive adjective, his computer, and apostrophe S for possessive of his computer. So how can we complete number 1? Flor, how can we complete number 1?
This is my parents' work bedroom.
Excellent, Flor. But now tenemos que diferenciar entre apostrophe S or S apostrophe. Option 1 or option 2? ¿Cuál crees, Flor? 1 or 2?
La,
50-50.
la S después de la coma, a ver, no.
Apostrophe S,
No,
S
la
apostrophe.
coma y la S. Ay, es que no me
Okay,
acuerdo bien.
it's okay. Para eso estamos aquí, Flor. So,
La S y la coma.
cuando
La
tenemos
S y la coma.
la S y la coma. Cuando
La S y la
tenemos
coma.
un sustantivo que ya es plural, por ejemplo, pencils, right? Pencils ya es plural, ya termina en S, entonces no podemos poner S apóstrofe S. En este caso, tenemos que solo agregar apóstrofe después de la S. Si es un sustantivo que es singular, por ejemplo, Alex, termina en X, entonces podemos poner apóstrofe S. Esa es la diferencia. Este es posesivo y este también es posesivo, pero una palabra termina en S y no podemos agregar otra S. Y el otro podemos poner apóstrofe S para demostrar posesivo, ¿ok? So here, this
Muchas
is,
gracias.
you're welcome. So we have parents and then we have S, porque ya son papás, right? Ya son los padres. Entonces, en este caso, S apóstrofe. What about number 2? Let's go with number 2. Diana, how can we complete number 2?
Those are their favorite books.
Excellent. Their favorite books. What about number 3? Number 3, Mr. David?
And that is his cat.
¿Cómo sería nuestro? Nuestro gato.
Or cat.
Our cat, right? Our cat. Y la pronunciación, our. ¿Sabían que la palabra our, el posesivo de nuestro, se pronuncia exactamente lo mismo que la hora? Our, 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 our. Okay, so exactly the same, our, our. What about number 4? Number 4, Micaela?
Her name is Felix, or its name is Felix.
Excellent, Micaela. Tienes razón. Cuando son nuestros mascotas, nuestros seres queridos, siempre lo llamamos his or hers. Pero en este caso, porque es un ejercicio, vamos a llamarlo its, porque es una cosa, ¿ok? Very good, Micaela. What about Giancarlo? Giancarlo, let's go with number 5. How can we complete number 5? This is
my brother its bedroom. Bedroom.
This one, my brother's bedroom.
Brothers apostrophe S.
Apostrophe S, very good. En este caso es un hermano, entonces podemos poner apostrophe S. Excellent, Giancarlo. What about, guys, esto está al revés. Hay 2 apóstrofe S y solo 1 S apóstrofe, okay? What about Cynthia? Cynthia, how can we complete number 6?
He is cool and his room is cool too, or her room is cool too.
Brother, so brother, his, right? He is cool because it says he, and his room is cool too. Excellent, Cynthia. What about Mr. Brian? Mr. Brian, how can we complete number 7?
And this is my sister's room.
Apostrophe S, correct?
Sí, yes.
Apostrophe S, very good, because it's one sister, or we think it's one sister, but if it were 2 sisters, we could say my sister's room, but we're just going to put this, okay?
Apostrophe S.
Okay, very good. All right, and then, excellent, Mr. Brian. And then the last one. What about the last one? Floor, number 8.
Sería. Its things are very interesting. Oh,
Hermana.
a ver, es pensamientos, son muy interesantes. Sería worst things.
Her, it's okay. Her things, right? Porque es tu hermana o su hermana, right? Her things. The subject is this. The sister is the subject. This is the possessive adjective referring to the sister, okay? All right, guys. So please remember the different possessives. Her, his, its, our, their, and then the apostrophe S or S apostrophe. Is this okay? Any questions? Easy peasy, teacher, no problem. Okay, let's erase and continue. Here we have the next one. It's not, it is. So let's read the instructions. Miss Diana, Mrs. Diana, can you please read the instructions?
Yes. Say and correct 3 false sentences about the apartment.
All right, guys, key word. The key word is going to be false, okay? Not true. It has to be false. So let's take a look at the examples. Here we, Here we have the first example. Mr. David, can you read the example?
The rug is the small bedroom.
Okay, this is the rug, alfombra, right? The rug is in the small bedroom, but this is not the small bedroom. This is false, a false statement, right? So it's a false statement. Now we have to correct. We have to correct the statement. What about here? Micaela, can you read the correction?
No, it's not in the small bedroom. It's in the living room.
Excellent. So now this is the correction, right? We correct the sentence. So now let's practice. Let's look at the picture, okay? Let's put some things here. So this is a bed, right? This is maybe a table, okay? There's some different things that we have here. This is a sofa. We have a sofa. We have a closet. This is a closet. Okay, so there's different things that we have. There's a shower, a toilet, a sink, a lamp, a pillow, a computer, etc. So now let's practice. Micaela, can you think of an example? The object are or is in the.
The table are in the dining room.
Okay, the tables are in the dining room. ¿Eso es correcto o incorrecto? Recuerda que queremos oraciones falsas, ¿ok? Porque vamos a corregirlo. So you can say the table, y porque es una, vamos a utilizar is in the dining room, right? The table is in the dining room. Is that correct or incorrect? What do you think, Giancarlo? Is that correct or incorrect?
It's correct.
It's correct. Very good. All right, so we can put a little check mark. Ding, 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 ding. Recuerden que queremos información falsa. Giancarlo, can you think of an example of an incorrect statement?
The bed are in the dining room. Is the dining room.
Excellent. Is, porque es uno, ¿verdad? Very good. All right, so now we have to correct it. Cynthia, is this Is this correct or incorrect?
Is the incorrect?
It's incorrect. Ahora podemos utilizar la estructura. It's not, it's. ¿Cómo podemos corregir esto, Mrs. Cynthia?
Is not in the dining room.
Very good. It's not in the dining room. It's in the, where is it, Cynthia?
It's in the. Ay, ¿cómo se dice? Se me olvidé.
Bedroom? In the bedroom.
Yes. It's in the.
Excellent. Very good. Excellent. That's a good example. Good example, Mr. Giancarlo. Good example, Mrs. Cynthia. Let's do one more. Can you guys think of one more? One more example. Maybe Brian, can you think of an example, Brian?
No, there is not in the closet.
Una vez más. The closet, primero con la oración normal. The closet is in. Vamos a borrar.
Yeah.
The closet
It's in
is in the where?
bathroom.
Excellent. The closet is in the bathroom. Excellent. Flor, correct or incorrect?
Es incorrecto.
It's incorrect. Very good. So now we have to correct it. So you have to say, it's not in the
A ver, este no está. It's not in the bedroom. A ver, sí.
Yep.
It's not in
It's
the
not in the
bedroom.
bathroom. It's in
It
where?
is, it is in the, a ver, it's in the bedroom.
Excellent. It's in the bedroom. All right, guys. Cuando queremos corregir información, podemos utilizar la estructura. So please remember, it's not, y no solo para la casa. Si yo digo, Quito is in Colombia. Is that correct? How can you correct that, Diana?
This is false.
This is false. How can you correct it, Diana? It's not.
It's not in Colombia.
It
is in Ecuador.
It's in Ecuador, right? Excellent. So you can use it for anything, okay? This is a good structure. We can use this for cities. We can talk this for food, for sports, etc. Any questions? Is this okay? Alrighty. Let's erase. Thumbs up. And we can go to the next one. Here we have questions. Let's talk about some questions. Questions in the simple present, guys. So this is the simple present, okay? So let's read the instructions. Mr. David, can you please read the instructions?
Okay. Ask and answer 6 questions about your family and friends.
Very good. Guys, here we have the question word, okay? So A, B, C. So this is like the question word, what time, when, do, etc. Then we have the subject, okay? So we have the question word, then we have the subject, and then finally we have the complement. Okay, so we can use the examples or the table to help us structure some questions. Here at the right, we have some examples, but remember that the simple present
Okay. What time your father get up?
okay, okay, very good. But remember, Diego, we have to use do or does, okay? Very important to use the auxiliary do or does. So here, what time does your father wake up? Okay, so let's repeat. David, go ask Giancarlo the same question. Repeat.
What does your father do on weekends?
Okay, ¿a quién le estás preguntando, Giancarlo? Tú puedes elegir. You can ask
¿Vale?
Brian, elige a un compañero y hazle la pregunta, okay? You can say, Cynthia.
Docente, una pregunta, pero en la interrogante ya lleva tú. Se puede poner dos también.
Exacto, yes. Tercera persona, vamos a poner aquí. Clarificamos aquí. I, you, we, they, siempre con do, okay? He, she, it, siempre con does, okay? So what does he do? What does your father do? Or what do you do? What do they do? Okay? All right, Giancarlo, ask one of your classmates. Pregúntale a uno de tus compañeros.
A la compañera Flor, what does your father do on weekends?
What does your father do on weekends? Perfect, Giancarlo. What does your father do on weekends? Flor?
A ver, ¿qué hace tu padre en semana?
Los fines de semana. He
Ya. A ver. Es marzo.
He plays, he visits, he cleans, he buys.
Wiki es entre semanas, ¿verdad? Disculpe. Sí.
Fin de semana.
A fin de semana.
Weekends.
Ya
Exactly.
sería. A ver. A ver, sería. He, a ver, él camina por.
He walks. He walks on the
It was.
weekends. Go ahead and repeat, Flor. He walks on the weekends.
He was on the weekends.
Excellent. Guys, remember
Él
in the simple present,
camina por la semana.
fines de semana, okay? Fines de semana.
Fines de semana.
So guys, we always use the S for affirmative sentences. In the simple present, we have to use the S, okay? For he, she, and it. Flor, can you ask one of your classmates? Go ahead. Ask Cynthia a question.
La siguiente pregunta me dice que le haga.
Ajá,
A ver,
la que tú quieras.
ya.
What time Does your
One
mother?
time your mother, a ver, one time your parents get out,
Te falta algo muy importante.
a ver.
Recuerda do y does, ¿ok? What time
Ya, ya, ya.
do
Two. Ya. A ver, one time, a ver, what, one time do you, a ver, one time do you mother get up,
get up? Una vez más, what time does your mother get up? What time
what,
does your
one time do your mother get up, get up?
excellent, Flor? No problem. What time does your mother get up? Cynthia?
Brian,
Okay, for Brian. No problem. Brian, what time does your mother get up?
My mother get up at 7 a.m.
Te falta una letra, Brian. ¿Cuál letra te falta? Gets.
Weekend.
No. Get la S, la S. My mother gets up.
Gets
Okay.
up. No es make up.
Igual con la S. Wakes up.
Makes up.
Siempre con S, ¿ok? Afirmativo. Afirmativo. Presente simple. Tercera persona. Siempre con S, ¿ok?
Okay.
All right. Brian, ask Cynthia. Ask Cynthia a question.
Yo hago la pregunta.
Okay, no problem. Cynthia, ask Micaela.
When do your best friend go out?
Best friend. Best friend does. When does your best friend? Porque best friend is he or she, right? He or she does. What do you?
Yeah. When does your best friend go out?
Okay. What do you think, Micaela? Micaela?
Yes, pregunta que cuándo salgo con mi mejor amigo, ¿verdad?
¿Cuándo sale tu mejor amigo? When does your best friend go out?
Sería he does on the weekends.
He goes
Okay.
out on the weekends. Go ahead and repeat, Micaela. He goes out on the weekends.
He goes out on the weekends.
Excellent, Micaela. Micaela, can you ask David? Ask David a question. Hazle una pregunta.
Where does your mother work?
Perfect. David, where does your mother work?
I don't understand.
Okay, let's put it here. No problem, David. Where does your mother work? Where does your mother work, David? She works at, or maybe in, dependiendo de la respuesta. At a company, in the mall, at a hospital, in a school.
Teacher, one question. ¿Se puede utilizar el my mom works in?
Absolutamente, yes. Solo Cuando repetimos my mother, ahora es un poquito redundante porque estamos preguntando where does your mother work? My mother works, pero no hay ningún problema. Puedes utilizar my mother o el pronombre, porque ya sabemos que la pregunta es sobre tu mamá, tu madre, ¿ok? Eso es totalmente depende de ti, David.
Oh, okay. She works in drugstores.
Excellent, David. Very good. She works in a drugstore. All right, guys. Muy, muy importante recordar que hay dos formas de la pregunta con el auxiliar. I, you, we, they con do. Terceras personas. He, she, it con does. Okay? Very, very important. Okay? Eso hace que la oración esté totalmente incorrecta. Okay? Entonces no vayan a cometer ese error. ¿Alguna pregunta? ¿Alguna duda? All right. Let's erase and we will continue. Here we have the next one. So now we're going to talk about there's, there are, a lot of, some, and no. Okay, these are determiners. So let's see. Let's read the instructions. Flor, can you read the instructions here? Make sentences.
Make sentences about the place in the town.
Very good. Flor, muy importante. Places. Places. Okay. Places. So guys, we have
Make-
different. Solo la S, Flor. Places.
Yeah, yo me olvidé.
Solo
Mm.
repite esto. Places.
Places.
Exacto.
Places.
Muy bien. All right, guys. Some of the places: a school, a college, a restaurant, a supermarket, a movie theater, or maybe a mall. So we have to do some context here. So if I say, where are you from? Where are you from? I am from, and then you have to answer. I am from Philadelphia. And then we can ask, what is there in your city? What is there in your city? Okay. So for example, we have, there is a cafe in the town. There are some parks in my city. There are a lot of schools and there is no zoo. Okay? Entonces, cuando preguntamos, what is there? ¿Qué hay? Okay? ¿Qué hay en tu ciudad o tu pueblo? There is, singular. There are, plural. Let's put that here. There is, singular. There are, plural. Okay? So very important. There is, there are. So if I ask Mr. Brian, where are you from?
I am from Ecuador.
What part of Ecuador? Quito? Guayaquil?
Huaquillas.
Huaquillas. Very good.
I am
So
from
if I,
Huaquillas.
excellent.
Yeah.
So if I ask you, Brian, what is there in your city?
There
Y creo
is
que, exacto, go ahead.
a hotel in the town.
Excellent. Very good. Now, Brian, ask John Carlos.
Where are you from?
John Carlos?
I'm from Ecuador, Manabí.
Okay.
What is there in your city?
There's bar. There are A bar in the city.
Very good.
Porque,
Ahora,
okay.
ten cuidado, porque si es park sin S, John Carlos, there is. There is a park. There are parks. Excellent, Giancarlo. Giancarlo, ask Micaela.
Where are you from?
I am from Zamora, in Ecuador. In Ecuador.
What is there in your city?
There is a store in the town.
Excellent. There's a store in the town. Anything else, Micaela? ¿Algo más?
There isn't museum.
There isn't, or there is no museum. There
Is not
is.
museum.
There is no museum. Very good. Micaela, ask Cynthia.
Where are you from?
I am from Piñas.
What is there in your city?
There are a lot of restaurants.
Perfect. ¿Qué más, Cynthia? What else?
There is a school in the town.
Excellent. Very good. Guys, remember to practice. There is, there are a lot of. Cynthia, ask Flor. Ask Flor the question.
Where are you from?
I am from Coca City in Ecuador.
Nice.
What is there in your city?
There is restaurant and a lot supermarkets.
Nice. A lot of supermarkets. Very good. We'll do one more. Flor, ask Brian.
Where are you from?
Mr. Brian?
Yo. Yeah, I am from Guaquillas.
What is there is your city?
There are a lot of coffee. Or school,
Excellent.
school.
Schools. Very good. Si vas a decir a lot, recuerda la S porque estás diciendo mucho colegio. Muchos colegios.
Excuse me, coffee o coffee shop. O es lo mismo.
Lo mismo, solo que esto es como una palabra francés. Recuerden que inglés no tiene acento, pero es una palabra que se utiliza en inglés. Café es un coffee shop, exactamente lo mismo. Very good. So coffee shop, cafe. All right. Excellent, guys. So please practice. Make sure to practice. There are, a lot of, some, and no. Any questions? Is that okay?
Okay, teacher.
Well, listen.
Sorry, Brian?
No, ninguna pregunta.
No questions. Awesome. Let's erase. Here we have the next one. So guys, now we're going to talk about countable and uncountable or non-count nouns. For example, let's do two different colors. Let's do green and orange. So we have count, 1, 2, 3, 4. Non-count, singular and plural, only has one form, okay? Let's read the instructions here. Let's go with Mr. David. Mr. David, can you read the instructions?
Complete the sentences with the correct form of the noun in parentheses.
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 Very good. All right, Mr. David. So now my question for you, David, is mountain. Countable or non-countable?
Is countable.
Absolutely, it's countable. So how can we make this plural? How can we complete this sentence? There
There
are,
are some mm, mm, 3 mountains on 1 horse for her.
ok, estuvo muy bueno, pero solo tenemos que cambiarlo a plural, ok? There are some mountains 1 hour from here, okay? Just the plural form. Very good. What about number 2? Number 2, Micaela?
There is a lot of nature,
Nature. Nature.
nature con eso, ¿no? In this city.
Ok, ahora la pregunta, Micaela. Nature, countable or uncountable?
No me entiendo esa parte.
Ok, algo contable, podemos individualmente contar 1, 2, 3, 4. Por ejemplo, montañas. 1 mountain, 2 mountains, 3, 4. Ahora, nature, naturaleza, ¿es contable o no contable?
No contable.
It's not contable. So now we'll make this green, right? So we're going to do countable, orange, uncountable, green. Los sustantivos que son no contable no tienen una forma plural. So there's no S, okay? What about, let's repeat, Micaela. There is a lot of nature in this city.
There is a lot of nature in this city.
Excellent. What about number 3? Cynthia, countable or non-countable?
Countable,
Yep,
Rios.
absolutely. Yeah, Rios. Very good. So how can we change it, Cynthia?
There are 2 rivers in my city.
Excellent. So we put an S. There are 2 rivers in my city. Perfect. What about number 4, Brian? Countable or uncountable?
Non-countable.
Are you sure?
Algunos. Son algunos. No son
El-
contables.
pero el parque, nos enfocamos en el sustantivo, no en el determiner. En el,
Ah,
okay?
parks serían plural.
Exacto. So parks.
There
This
are
is
some parks in my neighborhood.
excellent, Brian. So we'll make this orange and we'll put in S. All right, number 5. What about number 5? Flor, countable or uncountable?
Sí, es countable.
Okay, so let's make it orange. Countable. What's the plural form of tree? La forma plural
There
de
are no, ¿qué dice?
yes, there are
There
no.
are no trees on this street.
Excellent. There are no trees on this street. Very good. All right. What about number 6? Number 6, Mr. David?
There is no grass near my home.
There is no grass near my home. Countable or uncountable?
What is grass?
Grass is césped.
Oh, is uncountable.
Excellent. Imagínate contar todos los césped. Imposible. Uncountable. Very good, Mr. David. And then finally, number 7. Number 7, Micaela?
There is some water in my refrigerator. is
Perfect.
uncountable.
Uncountable. Very good. All right, guys. So these are countable and uncountable nouns. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, or very difficult. ¿Alguna duda, pregunta?
Teacher, pero en la número 7 ¿se refiere a agua o botellas de agua? Eso sí no cacho.
Buena pregunta, Mr. David. Si vamos a hablar de botellas, ahí sí cambia totalmente y ya sería plural, ya sería contable, right? But we have to say water bottles, right? Muchas veces hay la discusión de cereales, right? Cereals es no contable, pero ahora si hablamos de box of cereal, la caja de cereal, ahora sí es contable, ¿ok? Entonces tenemos que tener cuidado porque a veces cuando le agregamos otro sustantivo, like a box of cereal or water bottles, ahí sí ya son contables, pero solos son no contables, ¿ok? All right, guys, any questions? All righty. So let's erase and continue. The next one, very, very easy, the present continuous. So let's read the instructions here. John Carlos, can you please read the instructions? Complete each.
Complete each sentences with the present continuous form of a verb from the box.
Excellent. So we have the verbs in the box: brush, clean, cook, do, take, wash. When we have the present continuous, we have subject plus be plus verb plus ing, okay? This is the structure for the present continuous. So, Mr. Brian, how can we complete number 1?
I do cooking lunch right now.
El verbo to be,
I do cooking.
remember do es auxiliar, no el verbo to be.
I am cooking.
I am cooking. Excellent. Very good. I am cooking. What about Cynthia? Cynthia, how can we do number 2?
Perdón, no podía prender el micrófono. You are do your homework,
ING, you are
doing.
doing. Excellent. You are doing your homework. Excellent, Cynthia. What about Flor? Flor, how can we complete number 3?
A ver, sería he is cleaning a shower. Está limpiando la ducha. Es que estoy confundida con el wash, con el clean. El wash creo que es lavar
Técnicamente,
el
Flor,
pelo.
técnicamente está correcto. Una persona puede estar limpiando la ducha. No hay ningún problema. Pero en este caso, el clean iría mejor con otra oración. En este caso,
Entonces sería he is washing a shower. Es
nope,
que,
Taking.
a ver,
taking. Excellent, very good. He is
tomando una ducha, sí, disculpe, ya me acordé.
exactly.
He is taking a shower. Tomando una
Excellent.
ducha, sí,
Yep, very
disculpe.
good. It's okay. All right, so what about the next one? What about the next one? David?
He is brushing her hair.
Excellent, David. Brushing her hair. All right. What about the next one? Number 5, Mr. John Carlos.
We are washing the car now.
We are washing the car now. Excellent. And Micaela.
They are cleaning their bedrooms.
Absolutely. They are cleaning their bedrooms. All right, guys, the present continuous, verb plus ing. Any questions? Is that okay? Very, very easy. Subject plus the verb to be plus the ing form of the verb. Here we have the negations. So for negative, be plus not is the negative form, okay? So when we want to use the negative form, we just use be plus not. So present continuous statements. Now complete the negative statements. Remember the structure, be plus not. Micaela, how can we complete this one? I'm cooking.
I am cooking lunch right now. I am not cooking breakfast.
Yeah, I'm not cooking breakfast. Excellent. Very good. What about Mr. John Carlos? How can we do this one, John Carlos? You're doing.
You're doing your homework. You're not doing the dishes.
Perfect. You're not doing the dishes. Contracción o no contracción, totalmente depende de ustedes. You're not doing the dishes. What about number 3? Mr. Brian, how can we complete number 3? Mr. Brian?
Excuse me, disculpe. un momento. He's taking a shower. He's not taking a bath.
Very good. He is not taking a bath. Perfect. He's not taking the bath. All right. What about number 4? Cynthia, how can we do number 4?
She is brushing her hair. She isn't brushing her teeth.
She isn't brushing her teeth. And Cynthia, cuidado con la TH, teeth, teeth, casi como una F, teeth. All right. And what about number 5? Flor, how can we complete number 5?
We're washing the car now. We're not washing the dog.
Absolutely. Poor dog, smelly dog. All right. And finally, the last one, Mr. David, they're cleaning.
They're cleaning their bedroom. They are cleaning the bathroom.
Negativo. They're not.
They're not cleaning the bathroom.
Excellent. Guys, remember that there's 2 forms of the contraction. They aren't cleaning the bathroom. La forma de la contracción totalmente depende de ustedes. Si no quieren utilizar la contracción, they are not washing the dogs. Totalmente depende de ustedes. ¿Alguna pregunta? ¿Alguna duda? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's erase.
Siempre
And
cuando terminen en TH se va a leer como F.
al final de la palabra,
Y
muchas
al
veces
final.
como F. Ajá. Pero si está en el medio, a veces tiene diferentes. Bueno, esto también. Bathroom, esta es más fuerte. Bathroom. Teeth. Bath. La mayoría de las veces sí. Okay.
Gracias.
You're welcome. Al principio, They, totalmente diferente, ¿ok? Pero en mitad y al final, como una F casi, ¿ok? They, al principio, totalmente, totalmente diferente, ¿ok? All right. Any other questions? Here we go. Present continuous questions. So guys, for the questions, we have, let's see, WH plus be plus subject plus verb plus ing for information questions, okay? When we have a yes and no questions, it's the verb to be plus subject plus verb plus ing, okay? So there's two structures to the question of the present continuous. If we take a look here, how can we complete this example here? Mr. Brian, how can we complete this? Where?
Where is where Ina is going?
Yeah. Where is Ina going? Where is Ina going? Absolutely. Number 2. How can we complete number 2? Cynthia?
Is she riding her bike there?
Very good. Is she riding her bike? There. Excellent. What about number 3? How can we do number 3? Micaela?
How is she getting there?
How is she getting there? Excellent, Micaela. What about number 4, Mr. John Carlos?
What is she carrying?
Carrying. What is she carrying? Very good. What about number 5, Mr. David?
Why is she carrying it?
Why is she carrying it? Guys, the pronunciation is carry in, carrying. Why is she carrying it? What about number 6? Flor, how can we do number 6?
Sería, a ver, sería, sería what her father is for her, que está haciendo el padre.
Ok, pero esta sería pregunta de sí o no. Entonces comenzamos con el verbo to be. Is
Her father for her, what for her.
exacto.
A ver,
ING,
sí,
waiting.
waiting for her.
Excellent, Flor. Very good. Waiting for her. All right, guys. So, is her father waiting for her? So please remember the structures. When we have yes and no questions, be plus subject plus verb in the ing form, or information questions, WH plus the verb to be plus the subject plus the verb in ing form, okay? What happens if I ask, what are you doing after the workshop? What are you doing after the workshop, after this class? Brian, what are you doing after this workshop?
Workshop, ¿qué es workshop?
taller. Este es un workshop.
I eat breakfast. No entiendo.
Desayuno.
Oye.
Desayuno tan tarde.
¿Qué hace antes de trabajar? Dice. Antes del taller.
Ah, no, después. After es después.
Ah, sí, me equivoqué.
Después.
Es,
¿Qué vas a hacer después del taller?
I am eat dinner.
Very good. I am eating dinner. Very good. What about Micaela? Micaela, what are you doing after the workshop?
I am cooking the dinner.
I am cooking dinner. Excellent, guys. ¿Alguna pregunta? Are we okay with the present continuous? Easy peasy, teacher, no problem. Alrighty. Let's talk about abilities. Abilities for can or negative can't. Okay. Let's read the instructions here. Micaela, complete.
Complete the sentences with can or can't.
Very good. Number 1, Mr. David. Remember, we have can or can't. How can we complete number 1?
You can write and paint really well. You are a real artist.
You are a real artist. Very good, David. What about Mr. John Carlo? How can we complete number 2? Can or can't?
We can't sing and play the guitar well. We're in a band.
Are you sure?
No, es
It's a
can.
X. Can, right? We can. Estamos en una banda, right? Sería mala idea si no pueden cantar. All right. What about the next one? Number 3. Flor, can or can't?
Can. A ver. They can dance, but they can do it well.
Al revés. They
Ah, ya.
can't.
Perdón, disculpe. Excuse. They
No
can
pueden bailar.
dance, but they can do it well.
Very good.
Do it well.
Okay. Ah,
Ay,
no.
ya se fue.
No. Tenías razón, Flor. Sorry. Tiene mucho más sentido al revés. Tienes toda la razón.
Sí, porque decía que se podía y después el pero era que como que algo no se podía después.
Pero
Por eso
no
era.
pueden. Muy bien, Flor. I'm sorry. But they can't do it well. Very good. They can dance, but they can't do it well. All right. Let's see. Number 4. What about number 4? Brian, how can we do number 4?
Nicole can swim really well, but she cannot surf.
Excellent. No surfing. Very good. All right. What about Cynthia? Cynthia, number 5.
I can snowboard well. Can you teach me?
Excellent. Can you teach me? Sure. And then the last one, Mr. David.
Okay, Gavin can fish your bike, but he cannot fish your car.
Very good. Pronunciation, Mr. David. Can't. But he
Teacher,
can't.
teacher, una pregunta.
Yes.
En la número 4 no tendría también concordancia las dos que fueran can, porque dice Nicole puede nadar realmente bien porque ella puede surfear. O sea, no serían los dos can,
Sí, pero lo que
porque
pasa
por
aquí,
ejemplo, o sea, Lo que, o sea, por ejemplo, tú
Creo
encuentras un
que,
surfista, sabes de ley que sabe nadar bien.
Exacto.
pero es que creo que no estoy diciendo por qué, sino pero no sabe surfear.
There you go.
No puede.
Exacto. Recuerden que but se utiliza para contraer, para contracciones, ¿ok? Siempre utilizamos but para decir alguna contracción o contradicción, perdón, contradicción. Entonces, en este caso, afirmativo, pero negativo. Normalmente la estructura, ¿ok? All right, guys. So, what about if I ask you, what can you do well? Micaela, what can you do well? I can.
I can cooking very well.
Excellent. I can cook very well. Mr. Brian, what can you do well?
I can swim well.
Nice. I can swim well. John Carlos, what can you do well?
I can snowboard well. Snowboard well.
Snowboard? Or snorkel? Snorkel?
Snowboard. No, ¿cómo?
Snowboard.
No,
Este es
swing, swing. Es que
swim.
estamos bien.
Okay, swim. Wow. Okay, cool. Swim. Excellent, John Carlos. Ahora vamos a cambiarlo. Can't. Flor, what can't you do well? I can't. Can
I
no
can fighting.
fight. Okay.
Excuse me, no lo escuché.
Did you say fight? I can't fight well? Okay. All right, guys. So remember, can and can't. 4 abilities. Any questions? Is this okay? All righty. Let's continue. Here we have can and can't, which is that. What about this and these? This is singular. These is plural. Okay? So we have to complete the questions here according to the vocabulary. So it says complete the conversations with this, these, and the words in the box. The words in the box, museum, our tickets, photos, your train. How can we complete number 1? Cynthia, how can we complete number 1?
Is this your train?
Excellent. Is this your train? And then what's the answer, Cynthia? The answer is yes.
Yes, it is. We're going home.
Excellent. Very good. So let's eliminate train. Bye-bye. What about this one, Mr. David?
Are there
This or these? Are these or this?
Are there our tickets?
Very good. Pero pronunciación, David. Are these our tickets? Mucho cuidado.
Are these our tickets?
Excellent. Very good. So we can eliminate here. Bye-bye. What about the next one? Micaela, number 3. How can we complete number 3?
Puede ser this photos is really nice or this museum is really nice.
Excellent. Me gusta más el segundo. This museum is really nice, pero también tiene sentido photos. Continue, Micaela. Yes, it.
Yes, it has a lot of beautiful pictures.
Excellent. And Mr. Brian. Mr. Brian, how can we complete number 4?
This museum are cool.
This, you have to be careful, guys. This,
¿no es? no sé si
photo.
this, porque está en plural.
Sorry. These
Museum.
photos are cool. Porque ya utilizamos museum, right? Museum. These photos are cool. Thanks. They're from our vacation. Go ahead and repeat, Brian.
These photos are cool. Thanks. They are from our vacation.
Excellent, guys. So remember, this singular, these plural. Is that okay? Any questions? Alrighty. Let's erase and continue. We're almost there. All right, here we have like to, want to, need to, and have to. This is very important. Let's do a different color. Let's do orange. All right, so the instructions say complete the questions. So all we have to do is use the correct auxiliary, do or does, okay? And then we have the verb plus to. Here we have the verb need, have, want, and like. Siempre se sigue con to, okay? So let's go with number 1. Mr. John, how can we complete number 1?
What do you usually need to before a vacation?
Casi, Mr. John. Solo te faltó el
Así lo
to.
dije tú. To before vacation. Need to.
Excellent. What do you need to do before vacation?
Faltó.
All right. What do you need to do before vacation, before a vacation? All right. Very good, John. Excellent. All right. What about number 2? How can we do number 2? Flor?
Do you have to fly to your favorite destination?
Excellent. Do you have to fly to your favorite destination? Very good. Guys, always using the same do or does and then the verb plus to. What about number 3? Micaela, how can we do number 3?
Do you like to travel with family or friends?
Very good. To travel with family or friends. Excellent. What about David? David, how can we do number 4?
When do your family want go on vacation next year?
Okay, what about family? Family do or family does?
Do?
It does. A pesar de ser nuestros seres queridos, family es categorizado como it, okay? Entonces es tercera persona. So when does your family When does your family want to go on vacation? Okay. Alrighty. What about number 5? Cynthia, how can we do number 5?
Where do you want to stay to on your next vacation?
Te faltó
El to, pero va después de stay.
después de to.
Went.
Perdón, después de want, perdón. Where do you want
Entonces
to?
sería where do you want to stay on your next vacation?
Excellent. Very good, Cynthia. Where do you want to stay on your next vacation? All right. What about number 6? How can we do number 6? Mr. John Carlos?
Does your parents need to go on buses trips?
Very good. Parents, singular
Parents,
o plural?
plural.
Do or does?
Does.
Do es plural, right? Does solo para he, she, it. So, do your parents need to go on a business trip? Very good. All right. What about Mr. Brian? Mr. Brian, number 7.
Do you have to a good vacation expensive?
Do you have to? Do you?
Do you have to a good vacation expensive?
No tenemos que cambiar la orden, solo completarlo. Entonces, does a good vacation
Biggest
does a good vacation
expensive.
have
Too expensive.
to be
Mm,
expensive? Okay. All right. Una buena vacación tiene que ser costosa. Excellent, Brian. And we have one more. Flor, number 8. How can we do number 8?
How do your best friends you usually like to travel?
Best friends. How do your best friends? How do your best friends like to travel? Excellent. Very good, Flor. All right, guys. So remember, for questions, let's just repeat. The importance of like to is just when you like to do something. I like to play soccer. Want is maybe for desire, deseo. Need, necesidad. Have to, obligation, when you have an obligation. Any questions, guys? Is that okay? Alrighty. Let's erase and we can continue. This is the same thing. What about be going to? For be going to, we have the future. So let's talk about the future. Statements using be going to. Let's read the instructions here. Flor, can you read the instructions here? Complete the sentences.
Complete the sentences with be, now, going to, and the verb in the
Parenthesis.
parentheses.
Very good. So guys, for the future, remember you can say, I am going to travel to the beach. We always have the subject plus the verb to be plus going to, and then the verb, okay? So let's see. Michaela, how can we complete number 1?
I am going to home tomorrow. I have to work at the office.
Okay. En casa mañana tengo que trabajar en la oficina. So I am or I am not?
I am, sería yo estoy. Yo no estoy, I am not.
I am not going to be home. I forgot to be. I'm not going to be home tomorrow. I have to work at the office. Very good. All right. What about number 2? Cynthia, how can we do number 2?
I am studying to a lot next week. I have an important test.
Okay. Remember
¿Sí está
going
bien?
to, okay? Going to. I am going to study a lot next week. I have an important test. Remember, guys, we are practicing be going to, okay? So we have to use going to for the future. What about here, Mr. David? How can we complete number 3?
My friend is going to meet me tonight. She's sick.
Ah, but she's sick. Entonces, si está enferma, ¿nos vamos a encontrar o no nos vamos a encontrar?
My friend going is not.
Excellent. Vamos a poner la contracción porque no tenemos mucho espacio, ¿ok? My friend isn't going to meet me tonight. She's sick. Let's repeat, David. Can you repeat?
Okay, my friend isn't going to meet me tonight. She's sick.
Excellent, David. Very good. What about number 4? John, how can we complete number 4, John Carlos?
My parents are going to take me out to lunch on Saturday. They're busy.
Affirmative or negative, John?
Negativo.
Excellent. Very good. So not, right? My parents aren't going to take me out. Very good. Because they're busy, right? Están ocupados. All right. What about number 5? Brian?
My friends and I am going to on a trip to Rio next year.
Very
We
good.
have all tickets.
Excellent. Very good, Brian. So my friends and I are going to travel. What was it? Going to go. Are going to go on a trip to Rio next year. All right, guys. So you have to remember that this is the future. When we talk about the future, we always use be going to. Is that okay, guys? Any questions? Easy peasy, teacher. No problem. Facilito. All right. Let's see. This is going to, so we're going to continue. Going to. What about here? So, were you a noisy child? So let's talk about the past. Let's read the instructions here. Brian, can you please read the instructions?
Complete the questions on your worksheet. Then ask where the question was important.
All right, guys. When we talk about the past, estados en el pasado, we have to use the past. Was, were. So here we have an example of the past. Let's read the example here. Giancarlo, can you read the example here? Who was
your favorite teacher at school?
excellent. And then the answer, what about the answer? David? Miss Castillo Mr. David? What about Cynthia? Cynthia, can you read the answer? Miss Castillo.
Miss Castillo was my favorite teacher. Who was your favorite teacher?
Excellent. So guys, we can ask any question. So you can say, who was your favorite teacher? Or you could say something like, what was your favorite food as a child, right? Tu comida favorita cuando eras un niño o niña, right? So if I ask you, Cynthia, what was your favorite food when you were a child?
It was a hamburger.
Hamburger. Very good. What about Micaela? If I ask you, what was your favorite food?
It was rice with cheese.
Fries with cheese. Excellent. What about if we ask a different question? Who was your best friend in school? Who was your best friend in school? Brian?
It was my best friend in school. I know his skin. He was is my favorite, my best friend is David.
Excellent. Very good. So you can be direct, Brian, if you want. You could say David, right? He
Okay.
was David, right? All right. What about Flor? Flor, who was your best friend in school?
She was Maria is my favorite friend.
Very good. She was Maria. Very good. So guys, please remember, when we talk about the simple past, we have to use was, were, okay? In the present. Yes.
Una pregunta.
Ajá.
¿Cuándo usa at? Y antes en otra pregunta usó, aquí usó, a ver, en la primera pregunta usa at para decir, referirse a la escuela. Y en la anterior usó in para referirse a la escuela también. ¿Cuál es la diferencia en usar at y usar in?
Totalmente de la persona que va a hacer la pregunta. Si quieres especificar la ubicación, podemos decir at school. Si te preguntan, ¿dónde está tu hermano? Where is your brother? At school, right? Y si quieres preguntar, ¿dónde encontraste algo? Lo encontré en el colegio. I found it in school. Entonces, depende del contexto, pero son muy parecidos. Depende de la persona que está hablando a qué quiere expresar. Pero muchas veces se intercambian sin mucho cambio en el significado. ¿Ok?
Okay.
All right. So please remember, guys, we have the verb to be. The verb to be is, am, are. In the past, was, were. Singular, plural. Is that okay? Any questions? All right. Let's erase. We're almost finished, guys. 10 more minutes, 10 more minutes, and we are done. Here, we have the verbs in the past. So let's read the instructions. Flor, can you please read the instructions? Write the correct.
Write the correct simple past form for the verb.
Okay, so let's see. Guys, we don't have to go in order. Maybe you can tell me one. El que ustedes sepan. Flor, do you know any of the verbs?
Un verbo en pasado. Aquí dice.
Yes. Ajá.
Ya sería drinking. Drinking.
Eso es el presente continuo, right?
Ya el
So,
pasado sería drinking.
esto es el
Drinking.
continuo, ¿ok? Drinking es el continuo, no el
Break
pasado.
it.
Drinking.
Break it.
Drank,
Drinking, o sea, con la E.
drank, ¿ok? Drink, drank, drank, ¿ok?
Drink.
Okay, what about Brian? Brian, do you have another example?
One.
Okay.
About. Verb one.
Oh, one, sorry. I thought you said want. Okay, verb one.
About.
Pronunciation, bought. Bought.
But,
Okay.
yeah, about.
Buy, bought. Okay.
Mhm.
What about John? John Carlos? Any verb.
Like.
Okay. Like.
Sí.
In the past?
Like. Termina en
Excellent. Excellent. Very good. All right, guys. Esa es un poquito engañosa porque solo pronunciamos la T. Liked. Very good, John Carlos. What about Cynthia? Cynthia, do you know another verb?
The take stock. ¿Está bien?
Excellent. Yes, take, took. Perfect. What about David? Are you back, David?
Okay, go, went.
Excellent. Go, went. Very good. What about Micaela? Micaela?
The seven have is have.
Excellent. Have, had. What about Flor? Flor, what's another one?
Disculpe, todo le escuché, estaba un poquito distraída.
Okay.
Que
Concentrate.
elija otro verbo, me dice.
Yes.
Pasado. Sí. El de... ¿Cuál? El de stay. Stayed.
Yeah. Stayed. Otra vez. Solo pronunciamos la D. Stayed. La E no se pronuncia. Stayed.
Stayed.
Very good. Brian, what about another one, Brian?
¿Yo?
Yes. Disculpa si se escucha un poquito ruidoso, es que acaba de empezar a llover bien fuerte. I'm sorry. Brian, another verb.
Tú, verbo tú.
Okay.
Wanted.
Excellent. Wanted. Very good. We have two more. John Carlos, try or chat?
Try.
Okay.
No sé si es lo mismo. Si es try también.
Parecido es tried. Okay. Tried. Excellent, John. And Cynthia. Cynthia, do you know chatted? Oh, te lo acabo de decir, sorry.
Se iba a decir child.
Chatted, sorry. Chatted. All right, guys, you have to practice the different verbs. Very important. If you don't use them correctly, the sentence is incorrect. Any questions? Is that okay? All right, let's erase. And we have the last thing, guys. The simple past questions with any. So let's read the instructions here. It says, work with a partner, ask and answer questions about what you ordered at the cafe. For example, let's read the example here. Micaela, can you read this? Did you?
Do you have any soda?
Very good. What about the answer? David? No.
No, I did not want any soda. I drank some water.
Excellent. So let's ask a question, guys. One question and we are done. For example, we have the different vocabulary. We could say, did you drink any water? Cynthia, did you drink any water?
¿Qué prefiero?
Si tomaste agua? Yes, I did. No, I didn't.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Yes, I did. Just imagination, okay? Yes, I did. All right. Cynthia, can you ask John Carlos a question?
Didn't you add any pizza? ¿Está bien?
Eat. Did you eat
No,
any
es que no
pizza?
sabía cómo se pronunciaba el pasado.
Bueno, el pasado es ate, pero en este caso, porque el auxiliar did ya está en pasado. Did you eat any pizza? Go ahead and repeat, Cynthia. Can you repeat? Did you eat any pizza?
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't. Very good. No, I didn't. All right. John Carlos, can you think of an example?
¿Mande?
Una pregunta. Ask Brian a question. Hazle una pregunta a Brian.
Did you drink any soda?
Okay, pero diferente. Did you drink any, what's this?
Soda.
Okay, soda.
Oh,
No, I eating.
oh.
Okay, soda. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. All right, Brian, ask Flor a question.
Did you eat any cake or cookie? Galleta.
Cake? Oh, cookie. Did you
Cookie,
eat any
galleta.
cookies?
Did you eat
Cookies.
any cookie? Cookie, sí.
Excellent. Flor?
Yes, I did.
Awesome. All right, guys. When we want to ask a question, siempre podemos utilizar any para hacer preguntas. Y para que sea el pasado, el auxiliar tiene que estar en su forma de pasado. Did you eat? Did you have? Did you study? Did you travel? Etc. Okay? And then we answer yes or no because it's a yes or no question. Is that okay, guys? Any questions? Alrighty. Congratulations. You guys made it to the end.